Welcome to your Astro Forecast for the week of January 22nd. I'm Sarah Nicole. This is Twisted Goddess Tarot, and my mission is to help you navigate the cosmic energies with greater awareness. Last week was a jam-packed week on the Astro Forecast, and this week is not as much, but we still do have some movement in the sky, some movement in the cosmic dance that we are going to chat about. If you're watching right now, you're probably watching the replay. If that's the case, drop me a comment so I can come back and say hi to you. If you're new here, we do this every Monday where I hop on live and we chat about what is happening in astrology for the week so that you can be prepared, kind of an energy update, if you will. So we're going to start out with Tuesday, January 23rd. So tomorrow, Venus is going to be moving into Capricorn until February 16th. So Venus is the planet of love, and as the planet of love enters into earthy Capricorn, we are going to all be seeking a little bit more stability and loyalty in our relationships. So even if you're someone who, say, has Venus in Sagittarius and really loves some freedom, right, in your relationship, you still may find yourself now with Venus moving into Capricorn that you are seeking more stability and loyalty in your relationships. And also remember, everything that we talk about on this Astro Forecast is collective energy. Now, how you're experiencing it is going to be slightly different based on your own birth chart and how this energy is transiting your own birth chart. But when I talk about it here on the Astro Forecast, I do keep it in more general terms, in more general collective energy. And so just remember, if you are seeking a bit more stability and loyalty, that perhaps other people in your life are too. Perhaps your partner will be needing this from you as well. It's a really great time while Venus is in Capricorn to evaluate what is working and what is not working in your relationships. But it's also a good time to remember to be patient and remember that good things take time. So that is Venus in Capricorn. Venus also rules money as well. And so Venus in Capricorn is a really good time to make some business investments, to have some business partnerships, collaborations in that way. So that is something that could apply as well with Venus in Capricorn. And then on Thursday, January 25th at 12:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the full moon at 5 degrees Leo. So the full moon marks the peak of the lunar cycle. It occurs when the sun and the moon form an opposition to each other. That means that they are sitting exactly across the zodiac from one another. So when we have the sun in Aquarius, right, Aquarius season, we have a Leo full moon during Aquarius season, because that sister sign sits across the zodiac from it. The opposition aspect that creates the full moon energy calls for balance. While it really mirrors the energy, it confronts hidden energies, and it makes the subconscious conscious. So the full moon's themes include illumination, gratitude, and celebration. Why is this the full moon's themes? Well, illumination, let's talk about that one first. It's often said that when the moon is full, your emotions and your intuition is supercharged. This is due to the principle of as above, so below. Imagine you're walking through your house with the lights off. You may stub your toe due to not being able to see the obstacles in your way. Now imagine you've left the overhead light on. You can see clearly the obstacles. The full moon is as if the universe is leaving a night light on for us. So it is always good practice on the full moon to take some time, sit in meditation, ask for illumination on the topics that you may not be able to see clearly on other days. So it's that's what it means by intuition is supercharged, right? We can illuminate areas of our life that may seem confusing, or we may not be able to see clearly the path forward. Gratitude and celebration. While the light of the moon is full, you are guided to look around and notice what is also full within and around you. Okay, so I know that there is a lot of talk about release work on the full moon, and I am big on there's no right or wrong in spirituality. I am big on do whatever feels right for you, do whatever feels aligned for you, but astrologically release is aligned with the last quarter moon, not the full moon. I'm not sure where that where that started. The full moon, like I said, is about celebration and gratitude and illumination. So if you've been releasing on the full moon and that works for you, like I said, do whatever feels aligned for you. But if you would like to try a more astrologically fitting approach to your moon practices, try to celebrate and have gratitude around the full moon rather than release. And then release on the last quarter moon and see if that aligns with you more. Okay, because the last quarter moon occurs whenever the light of the moon is releasing. Hey, Leah. Also, with a full moon, I know some of you like to make full moon water or charge your crystals under the full moon. Just know that any crystals, water, or other spiritual tools charged under this week's full moon and any full moon, it holds the energy of power and success. So while you can choose to celebrate, give gratitude, or ask for illumination around any area of your life on this full moon, it can be really extra potent if you focus your energy towards the area of your life that this particular full moon is activating. And this can be done by seeing what house 5 degrees Leo is in your birth chart and then centering your full moon practice around that area of your life that corresponds to that house. So, and then this one is one I'm really excited about this week, Saturday. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. I wanted to show you the full moon in Leo's card. This is this Thursday, full moon in Leo, and the card is, it says to go wild. So Leo is ruled by the sun. And so while the sun is sitting directly opposed to it, it's calling for that balance. So Leo's ruled by the sun. So to me, I always think of solar plexus energy with Leo, but Leo rules the heart. And so there's this beautiful solar plexus and heart-centered activation under a Leo full moon. And so just know that if that's something you'd like to illuminate, that would be a beautiful practice for your full moon practice, is to sit and to put one hand over your solar plexus and one hand over your heart and really just ask for illumination in those areas, especially if you've been feeling the winter blues and that solar plexus energy, because yes, solar plexus rules your confidence, right? But it also rules your overall vitality and energy levels. So if you've been feeling lower energy, this could be a really good practice to breathe some light into that solar plexus. And then if you've been feeling any closed offness in the heart, it could be a really beautiful time to breathe some opening energy into that heart center as well. Hey, Ginger. So that's what I wanted to say additionally about the full moon in Leo. And then Saturday, January 27th, we have Uranus Direct. So Uranus has been retrograde since late August of 2023. And during that time, the planet of unexpected change and liberation has been turning its energy inward rather than outward. So for soul searching and internal changes, that was really beautiful. But for needing to make external changes, this could have brought up the feeling of like continuing to hit a brick wall if you've been trying to change things externally, because the planet of change has quite literally been retrograde, which is a more internal focus. So it's been wanting you to focus on making those internal changes before you focus on making the external changes. So, and once Uranus stations direct, which is going to be Saturday, January 27th, this planet's energy will now be able to be felt externally. But remember, Uranus is still in Taurus, which prefers a slow, steady change. Hey, Heather. We are collectively being taught patience with Uranus and Taurus, and being taught that true transformation is often not this lightning strike, overnight, transformative process that, like, if you read tarot, that the Tower card in the tarot represents, right? Where it's like this rug being pulled out from under you and transformation like that. True transformation is often slow, steady movements forward, more like the Knight of Pentacles. And I didn't pull the card out, but if you have a Knight of Pentacles, especially in the Light Seers tarot deck, which I know is very popular, he's not even on his horse. He's walking along next to it. Like, that's how slow that journey is taking, right? That is the energy, to me, it reminds me of Uranus and Taurus. These slow, deliberate, you know, one foot in front of the other is more often how transformation is created. And so that is the lesson that Uranus and Taurus has been teaching us. Patience. Patience, and that sometimes true transformation takes time. Also, as Uranus stations direct on Saturday, January 27th, we are going to enter into a time when all planets are direct. So Uranus is the last planet in our sky right now that is retrograde. And once Uranus stations direct, which means its retrograde is over, that means there are going to be no retrograde planets in the sky from January 27th until April 1st. So we're going to have a solid 2 months where we don't have a single retrograde planet. This is forward momentum energy. This is the most forward momentum energy we are going to have all year long. So this is a really great time, and it corresponds with the time where the equinox and the fall equinox and spring turning. So it does correspond with that time of, this is a really good time when all planets are direct, when there's no retrograde. It's a really good time to start planting seeds, to start taking action and start putting projects into practice. Like, it's a really good time to grab onto that forward momentum energy and utilize it, because this is the only time period we're going to have this year when there are no retrograde planets in the sky, no planets telling you to slow down, to turn it inward. It's going to be all forward momentum, and the energy is going to be aligning with that. So that's really exciting. If there's something that you want to kind of put into action while there is no retrograde, where it's forward momentum, drop it in the comments. If there's something that you're wanting to kind of manifest or put into action during that time, drop it in the comments so that you can kind of hold yourself accountable to that, right? So that is, hey Teresa, that is our Astro Forecast for the week. If you came in towards the end, you can always hop on and catch the replay to get the beginning. This week was not as jam-packed as last week, thankfully. So we get a little bit of a break this week. So with that, I will see you all for the Astro Forecast again next Monday. So much love.